Entry 1. The rifts feel almost alive. Almost. It reminds me a lot of Logcraft's Void, the way it would tug and pull on me, the way they would pull me down. Are these rifts connected? I would have to do some investigating, on both sides, see if I can trigger something to get sent through from one side to the next. I'd probably start on Logcraft's side and drop something into the void. A book, maybe. Ken and Ruby seem to know something about this area. All I know? My head is pounding. It's a never-ending ache. Always there, persisting, never leaving me alone. The further away I am, the less it hurts. But no matter how far back I go, I'm drawn back like a fish on a line. Entry 2. I managed to create my own rift, closer to the BOO. It's so small, only 3 blocks long. It moves as if alive. I'm hoping that if I flood the area with flux, I'll be able to keep it growing. Entry 2.1. It's growing. Even as I am writing, I can see it reaching out. At the point of measurement, the rip, as called by Pyro, is 5 blocks long and 1 block high, not nearly as big as the monsters on the other side of the mountain, but it's a start. So far I haven't had any issues. The things I toss into it remain here, sadly. Entry 2.3. I went to the river to grab water for the crucible and another rift opened near the river's edge. I wonder if the crucible itself acts as the knife, opening the wounds and they fester alone. My initial rift is still growing, so I will continue what I am doing. Entry 2.4. I jumped to the other side of the mountain, and wow, these rifts have been left alone, and the taint is spreading like a wildfire. There's a seed nestled in it. While the knowledge to destroy it is there, I want to see what happens if we leave it alone. I think this seed feeds the taint, which helps it to spread. And the rifts too, maybe. Update. My hypothesis is correct. I killed a seed a bit away because the taint is spreading at an alarming rate. And the infected area began to revert to a normal state. Entry 3. The rift that I didn't mean to open is also growing, except it's digging into the ground, almost like a virus rooting itself into a code. It seemed to release a bit of energy in the form of a beam. Entry 3.1. Rift 1 seems to have condensed into a seed, and had begun to taint the land. I disposed of it. With no way to contain the taint yet, I don't want to risk anything. Just yet. I still have a rift, 2 of them. Any attempt to pick the taint up results in it immediately breaking down into microscopic particles. Another thing I noticed is that the taint can infect living beings. If that's the case, could it infect the server, or Ruby? For that matter? They share such a similar code with each other. It is funky. I'm collecting stone samples and turning in for the night. Sample collecting was interesting. The stone broke down into gravel. But that's not all. Things appeared. Emeralds, redstone, clay, shards. All of these things should not be appearing from stones so near the surface. I also got native ore clusters. Entry 4. The rift I have been taking care of. I think it released some sort of aura or something. It hurt a lot, like a cloud. Though I received no flux effects, but it felt like I was being pummeled back and forth. By the time I got this book, it was gone. I didn't have time to study too much. Shame. Hopefully it will do it again. Entry 5. This is getting out of hand. I left the area alone, and now there are 5 rifts in total in this area. One is huge, and the others are smaller. One flux cloud appeared. It's very pretty. It grabbed Pyro. That was written in Sarel's book thing. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but I figured I'd let the world know so that someone can decipher it.
Normally, what you can do is you can kind of like walk in, you can sort of sit in here, and you can leave. It hurts quite a bit, but you can like step in, and then it starts to hurt you a bit. It starts to nibble at you, and then you can just kind of leave. I stepped into one, and it wouldn't let me leave.
I have an idea. Rift chicken. You run through the rift. Nah.
Well, I mean, I can't get worse than this, right?
It probably can.
Don't touch the things, otherwise you will end up looking like me.
Got it. I don't want that to happen. No offense.
Yeah.
No offense.
Offense greatly taken. I look great. I look great. I'm just slightly different than normal. Than what I'm supposed to be.
Well, I'm sure you'll be fine.
He could wear off.
I'm just gonna like stand back a little bit.
It's not contagious.
It might be. You don't know.
So pick a rift, and I'm going to push you in it for no reason.
I'm gonna go for the big one then.
You can go for the big one.
Yeah, this guy.
You can go for the one that I died in. It's not the one that I died in, but that's okay. Hey, go on. Go stand in there. Go stand. Go see what happens. Let's see if something similar happens to you that happened to me. Yeah, that kind of happens. You might want to have a way to get out of there. Yeah. That's
I just heard a very
unfair and unfortunate. What?
I just heard a noise.
That's unfair and unfortunate.
There's one over here. There's one right here. On this island.
Okay, start digging. We'll dig under it. I'll go for under it. You go.
I'm
taking damage.
It's killing me.
Okay. Okay. Ow. You know what? I'm taking the damage. It's fine. No, don't hit it. Taking damage because one of us has thorns. It's fine. The damage should be. Hopefully not kill it.
I'm getting very low. I'm getting.
Okay. Back out then.
Oh.
We're slowly making progress.
We're playing with fire here, I think.
Yeah. Also, something that I should... The animals can also become infected.
I see.
Yeah, I've had rabbits try to kill me. I'm out of obsidian.
I'm also out
Crap.
of obsidian.
I left my transmutation table. I wonder if like the more we're just like here around the taint stuff, if like that'll affect like my issue with how I look more, or if that'll start to affect how you look.
I hope not.
I wish there's a faster way we could mine the taint itself.
TNT.
Alright, let's take a step back and watch it and see what
happens. Completely
happens.
surrounded in obsidian, so it's not gonna blow up, right?
No.
So, oh.
You wanna try exploding the area around it?
Which would get rid of most if not all of the taint. Then it wouldn't be able to spread further.
Okay.
That would be theory proven correct, I think.
I have some dynamite at my house. Throw dynamite at the issue. That's great. I also have TNT, and I can EMC TNT. I don't know if I can EMC dynamite. Can I EMC? I can EMC dynamite. This is great. TNT, do you want TNT or do you want dynamite? It won't look pretty, but...
It doesn't need to look
it
pretty
won't spread.
as long as it's not spreading. We're just gonna go all hell breaks loose. We're just gonna fully fill this place up.
Might as well use all 64.
Guess there's no harm.
There's gonna be a giant crater here, but...
And a single obsidian cube floating in the middle.
Alright, I'm out. What about you?
I still have a bunch.
Okay, well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna continue to die, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna go set fire to this little house that's over here real quick for no reason other than I want to watch something burn. Do you have any loot in you, by any chance? Do you have anything? You have a carapace, you have a book, you have mycelium. Huh. Mycelium is something that spreads, right?
Yeah.
What would you rather combat, the taint or mycelium?
I'd rather combat mycelium because it would be way easier.
Does fire spread in this world?
I think so. Okay, that's all my TNT.
Okay, let's blow this sucker out, shall we? You want to do it, or do you want me to? I feel
How
like
about we both light opposite ends at the same time?
Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, let's move away, because that's gonna hurt.
Excuse me? Is it
I don't think
explosion proof?
I guess.
It is fully explosion proof. New plan. We completely get rid of all the ground surrounding where the taint is, so it has nothing to spread onto.
Let's just blow up the entire mountain. Why not?
Who needs it? Look, it's gonna keep spreading. It's immune to explosions. It takes forever to mine. Let's just get rid of the stuff that can be mined.
All of our experiments have ended in failure so far.
That's why we gotta keep experimenting.